Hello traders, good morning, good afternoon. Today we are going to look at how to place a trade. I'm going to use the MT5. You can use MT4 or any other platform of your choice. So let me head over to my MT5. Here I'm on Euro USD as an example, H1 or 1 hour minute time frame. So all you can see, you have to look at the top and you can see what is here, right? So you choose this one, right? You click here, that plus icon, go there, and what you are already seeing here is the lot size. The minimum lot size is the better one, or the best if you are having a small account, and that is 0.01. You can change it or modify it. For example, you can change it to 0.01 as the minimum. If you don't know the minimum, you can place 0.0. Then you add here on a plus. The first one will be the minimum lot size. All right. If you want to place the stop loss, this is the stop loss SL. This is the TP, right, or take profit. So that one will be helping you to manage your risk, so that if price goes against you, you are aware, or you know how much you are willing to lose. And if price goes in your favor, in your direction, you know how much you are going to take. All right. So after knowing these ones, you can place we have different orders, and that is here. We have instant execution, that is the current market price, but there are very many others. If you press there, you can see these options, right? You can use these options. You can place a buy limit, you can place a sell limit, a buy stop, a sell stop, buy stop limit, and a sell stop limit. Now let me explain the ones I commonly use with. So let me explain each of these. Let me begin with buy limits, and I will be using the live market. Today is on Tuesday, and the market is open, so I will be using the live market. So let me go to the market currently, and we'll see how we can place a buy limit, because I know many traders get confused with these different order types. So if I go to the chart, you can see we are on Euro USD M1, and with the buy limit, as I told you, you are hoping, or you are predicting, that price will continue moving up or to the upside, and therefore you do not want to enter at the instant market price. And what you do, you place the order slightly below the current market price. The current market price is this one, this blue line you are seeing, which is moving, shifting. And actually this is the nice block I'm using with nice or narrow spreads. Those of you who don't know what spreads are, that is the difference between the ask price and the bidding price, and actually it is the cost charged by the blockers we use. The leaf has the fair or the narrow spreads, others have wider spreads. So if I want to buy, I'll place an order below the current market price, so that price may trigger it and continue moving higher. So for example, I'll place at around 89.50. 89.50. I don't want to place it too far, because I'm just using it as an example, and I should focus on that order which you think is likely to be triggered. So 89.50 I think will be better. 89.55 probably, right? 89.50 as a buy limit. 1.08955. Click on place, and it will be placed here. Then you wait. If it is triggered and it goes in your direction, you make money, but if it goes against you, then you lose. However, you can also put your stop loss. For example, we normally put our stop losses below the low. So what you do, you look here, you copy these figures. You look at this is some of guys ask me, but if you are placing the order, where are you getting the numbers? Guys, I'm copying the numbers here. I'm copying these numbers here. When I move this thing, you remember I got it from here. This is where I got it from. So where I'm moving it, you can see it is giving me the figures. So those are the figures I'm copying. For example, you put your stop loss 89.44, 1.0, 89.44. You go back, you click here, then you hold, you tap and you hold, go to modify, then you put there the figure you copied, 89.44. You modify. I have not set the profit. Okay, so but remember, it is not yet triggered. So if it comes back and triggers it and goes above, then I can make some cool cash. If I want to target or put there the TP, I can target this area, which is the swing point or swing high, which is 90.40. I can go back, tap there, hold and modify again, and then I click on 1.09040. Click modify. When the figures are wrong, this will not turn black. This disturbed me because I had no one to teach me, and the moment it would not come to black, then I would begin complaining that what they taught me is fake. Guys, it should be able to turn black once you are doing the right thing. Once it doesn't, then it means you are either placing the wrong thing or the wrong order, or you are just placing the nearest sell limit or buy limit or stop loss. Okay, then you click on modify. After that, you can go and sleep and wait for the results. Okay, however, you can see price already ride up without activating my order, so I will have to delete that one and I will go to the next type order. All right, so let me go to another one, which is a sell limit. Okay, with the sell limits, let me go to charts. With the sell limit, I'm hoping that if price reaches here where it has not yet reached, please take note of that one. You are hoping that if price reaches there, it will continue selling. In this case, we are assuming, rather we are looking at where price has not yet reached. So for example, I'm going to place it at 90.30. 90.30 sell limits. 91.0, 90.30 place. Let's see. And you can place your stop loss above, for example, at here above this high, 90.46. 90.46. You modify 90.46. So why it is not allowing me? It means my order is already triggered, or it is near to that figure I'm putting there. So you can see why it was not turning black. My order had already been triggered. So when you go back, you see it is already past my order. It has already been triggered, and I'm in a loss of 0.16. Okay, so if you know what you are doing, this shouldn't actually scare you. You can either wait, but if your stop loss you are supposed to be at the high, then it means you can close and exit. And how do you close? You tap, you hold, then you go here on close position, and they will tell you the loss you are going to close with. And before I confirm, you can see they are telling me close with loss 0.27. If I click on close, then it will close with that small loss. Let me pick up another type of order. If I go to buy stop, now I realize that it is buying, it is likely to reach at this level and will continue going up. It has not yet reached there, but I'm hoping price will reach there and continue going up. So where it has not yet reached, I'm changing the time frame, guys. Let me go to probably 5 minutes. Place at 90.65 and we see buy stop 90.65. 90.65 place. Okay, so if it reaches there and continues, I'll be making profit, but if it reaches there, activates or triggers my order and it drops, I'll be making a loss. So you should be able to understand. By pressing a buy stop, you are hoping that the price will continue going higher. Just as you know, we buy things hoping that they will continue increasing in value, like that. Okay, as we are waiting to see if it will be triggered, we can go to the next type order. We can go to sell stop. With the sell stop, you are thinking that if price drops or reaches here, it will continue dropping. So for example, it is rising, but you may want to use two tools at a go. So you can buy and sell the same pair at the same time. You can buy and sell the same pair at the same time. Okay, so the other one was already triggered, and if you want to see if it will sell or buy and you close the one which is in the loss and you remain the other one in the profit, you can also do it. So for example, I want to place a sell limit, rather sell stop, and that is I'm going to place it at 90.45. I'll go here, sell stop 1.0 90.45. I'm telling the leave, please, when price reaches here, sell it for me. I place. Okay, remember you are supposed to be putting the stop loss and the take profit. Okay, so the other one was already triggered, the buy one. This one has not yet been triggered. So for example, if you want to set the stop losses for each, it means the sell stop, since you are thinking that price will go up, you can place it above. Let me go to 30 minutes time frame to access the full chart. You can place it here as your stop loss if you think price will continue moving down. So that is 91.13 91.13 for a sell stop, 91.13 right. You can also put a stop, whether a take profit. A take profit can be here. For example, if the take profit is 89.44, can get back and modify it 89.44, but you do it at the same time. Here I'm just doing it in bits as I'm teaching you, but you can do it at once. Just get a pen and a paper and you write it somewhere, and then you can fill it in. Then you click on modify, and all my orders have already been triggered. So you can see what is happening. So when you see only negatives, it means the price is in between my two orders. Yes, if it goes past my buy limit, my buy stop, I'll be in a profit. If it goes back below my buy limit, I'll be in a loss, and probably if it goes past my sell stop, then I'll be in a profit for the sale. So that's how you play around it. I hope this video was helpful. Let me begin by closing the positions because I'm just doing it for illustration purposes. I hope you have learned one or two things, and I kindly request you to subscribe to my channel, like my videos, you can share it, and above all turn on the notification bell icon to be notified whenever I post new videos. Otherwise, good luck.